What's up everyone, welcome back to another Master 3 video, and today we are going to be doing another tier list video. I'm going to try to speed run this one, kind of, like try to do it as fast as possible, because I am very, I wouldn't say sick, it's just allergies are really getting to me, and so if I like sound awful or like is sneezing a lot throughout the video, or you have like a stuffy nose, yeah. Because allergies is hitting me very hard today. But today we're going to be doing grass type tier list. You guys know the drill. Here's all tiers: S, A, B, C, D, and trash. Every grass type Pokemon up until Generation 9 for Bulbasaur to group Bonnet. And yeah, let's get started. Starting with Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur line is the Pokemon starter that I picked for Kanto. My favorite out of the 3 Kanto starters. And I gotta rank them all A. Like in this order probably, because I wouldn't say they're B tier, C tier, or like I wouldn't say they're below B tier. I love them all like equal amount, probably up to A tier. I wouldn't say they're S tier. Maybe Venusaur could be S tier. But yeah. I just realized there is a Pokemon missing. I was like, shouldn't there be Mega Venusaur somewhere here? Because I see Mega Sceptile. There is Gigantamax Venusaur, but I guess it's not as important. Venusaur is still here, but with the Mega, I'd probably say the S tier. But overall, solid design. Dinosaur, like grass Pokemon, very good starter Pokemon, and probably the grass type I use the most in Kanto. But Gigantamax Venusaur going S tier, because I used to play a lot of Pokemon Showdown VGC back in Sword and Shield days, and during those times I would normally people would run like rain teams with Kyogre. I was team Groudon. I was running some teams with Groudon, and then I paired it up with Venusaur, Gigantamax Venusaur with Chlorophyll. And then yeah, that pairing was really strong. So because of my time using it, definitely S tier. Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume. Gloom, I would say, is the worst of the 3. Obviously, the other 2 at least have something going for it, and at least has a decent design. Gloom, I also just dislike the duo. It just looks really dumb. But Oddish and Vileplume can go in C tier. Nothing bad about them, but I mean Gen 1 was also quite basic in terms of design. Like they were really limited to what they could do because of the console. So like something like Oddish wouldn't really run nowadays, but because it was a Gen 1 Pokemon, I would give it a free pass. Give me a second. I apologize for that. Like I said, allergies getting me. And I also like how this is not in Pokédex order, because Blossom's here. Well, that doesn't matter too much. But Blossom, I felt like was like unneeded, unnecessary. Blossom could have had its own evolution line. It could be different Pokemon. I don't understand why it went from Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume to Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, or Blossom. I don't see the connection between Blossom and Gloom or Oddish. So I'm gonna say it's below, definitely below Vileplume. Like these 3, I'm not really, I wouldn't say I like them enough for them to be in B, A, or S. I haven't really used any of them either. But they're solid. They have a solid design. They're alright, and if I were forced to use one on a team, I wouldn't be mad. Unlike these 2 though. Paris, definitely in trash. It would have been in D tier, but Legends Arceus, Paris definitely got dropped it down to the trash tier, and Parasect as well, because Parasect not only does like the whole concept is great. Parasitic plant controlling the, which is like the host controlling the parasitic plant controlling the host, which is like a dead Paras. the mushroom, like the fungus, is like, yeah, controlling it, turning into like a zombie like creature. The overall concept is really good. Its stats are horrendous. It's like one of the weakest fully evolved Pokemon of all time. The next few, Bellsprout just looks like a pea shooter to me, from Plant vs Zombies. Weeping Bell, like, I'd say these guys are like D tier. They're not really all that interesting. Weeping Bell also kind of looks like a banana. I don't really have much opinions on them either. But Victory Bell though, James' Victory Bell from the anime was really entertaining. It was really cool to see as well. So because of that, I can like move. I think I prefer it over Valbloom. I definitely prefer, yeah, this line over Valbloom. I have used them once before, briefly in a Pokemon Crystal playthrough. I think it's one of the like Gen 2 playthroughs. Very briefly. But yeah. The carnivorous plant monster I would rank higher than Valbloom. And now Voltorb and his, Electrode, Hisuian. I also have used them. Electrode was fun to use. I can put it in the B tier. And Voltorb, I would probably put it. I like Victory Bell a bit more than Voltorb. But like, yeah, like how they're just wooden, shown like, in the past, and then they like roll around dropping seeds. Is really cool. But unlike these seeds, this seed Pokemon is kind of, I'm not a big fan of it. A lot of people aren't a big fan of the line. But give me a second. Once again, I apologize. I could just like cut all those parts out where like I'm trying to blow my nose, but I'm probably gonna be too sick to even. I'm gonna feel miserable. I don't think I'll be able to just edit well, so it's best for me just move my mic away and then blow my nose away. Yeah, like I was saying, Executor. I'd say Executor over Blossom actually. But Alolan Executor though. Alolan Executor can go into B tier. Because it's just so useful for shiny hunting. The Harvest skill swap and then Bestowal. Like I'll skill swap Harvest onto the shiny legendary Pokemon because I hunt a lot of shiny legendaries in Pokemon Ultra Moon. Where I use like a pairing of Absol, False Swipe, and Paralyze, and then yeah, Alolan Executor skill swap, and then it'll be holding a Lepa Berry, bestowing it onto the opposing legendary shiny, and then they won't ever hit themselves with struggle because they won't ever lose PP. Now Tangela and Tangrowth. Tangela, like cool, the concept is there. It's like a Medusa like Pokemon. Could have had better execution, but overall I'd say where's the Weeping Bell? Tangrowth is very bulky. I'm starting to use one in a Soul Link that I'm doing with my friends. We'll see how well that goes. I'm not really too keen on using it. Its design is alright. It's just a better stat Tangela, which is just bigger and has arms. So design wise, nothing special, but yeah, we'll see how it'll get used. And now the Chikorita line. 1 second, need another break. Like I was saying, Chikorita line. I really love the Chikorita line actually. I know it's not the best, it's really weak, especially in the Johto games. But like I said, like I said before, if Bulbasaur and Chikorita swap places, Chikorita line went into Kanto, it would dominate because Grass type is really good in Kanto, in comparison to Johto. So it has really overall solid design. I love like sauropod, brachiosaurus design kind of thing went with, mixing it with like plants. It's overall a very cute creature, and a Pokemon that I will put in the B tier, Bayleaf in the A tier, and Meganium also in the A tier. I'll probably put below Venusaur. And yeah, Bayleaf I also used one before. I built a bulky Bayleaf stall set in a Pixelmon server I played before, and that was really fun to use. Next up, the Hobbit line. Once again, nothing too special apart from Jumpluff. Jumpluff is alright. The rest aren't really too special. I don't mind putting it in the in D tier. I'll move these two down as well. But Skiploom can go up here in the C tier. Jumpluff is alright. I definitely like his design, and his typing is also really good. Not really good, it's 4 times weak to ice, but it's really good offensively. So I'll also put that above Victory Bell. And it can be fun to use sometimes. Acrobatics with Flying Jump, I'm pretty sure I use. And next up, another useless Pokemon, Sunkern and Sunflora. So Sunkern at least is kind of cute, so I'll give it that. Sunflora, you stick a smiley face onto a sunflower. Pair this with Bellsprout, and we have Plant vs Zombies. So yeah, I'll put it there. Celebi is one of my favorite mythical Pokemon, or just legendary Pokemon in general. Really cool celery Pokemon. I know it's not a celery Pokemon, but just like to call it a celery. And I even have a legitimate shiny Celebi as well, which is really cool. It's in my Pokemon home, and probably one of my favorite shinies that I caught. It will go up in the A tier as well. And now we have S tier Pokemon. All these Pokemon is going in the S tier. All the Trico line, Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, all in the S tier. Trico, Grovyle, Sceptile, Mega Sceptile have been one of my favorite Pokemon ever since, like, forever. Trico was the starter I picked in like every whole playthrough, and I would probably never pick any other starter over Trico. There was even like a time where I was trying to solo run the game with just Trico. I lost that game file, so I don't know where it went, but yeah, I might try to do that for this channel. Who knows? My first ever like proper console game of Pokemon, Omega Ruby, because before that I just played ROM. I picked Trico as my first partner, and then the whole adventure with Trico all the way evolving to Mega Sceptile, and then beating Steven's Metagross with Mega Sceptile as well was probably one of my favorite moments in my whole Pokemon career as a kid. 1 second. Now moving on to the Mexican Kappa Pokemon, Lotad, Rombe, Ludicolo. Ludicolo is a really cool Pokemon. I really like it. It's just such a vibe, and yeah, I'll probably put it below Electrode over Executor. It's really fun. Like the way its movements are also pretty funny, and it looks like a pineapple. It looks like a mixture of like a pineapple, and just a Mexican Kappa. That's what me and my friends always call it, Mexican Kappa. It just looks like it's having fun. Unlike Lombre, who is, I don't even know what it's doing. But Lombre is alright, and Lotad is also pretty cute. So I'll probably put it above every Pokemon in D tier. C-Dot line. I'm not the biggest fan of C-Dot or Nuzleaf. To me, like the Lotad line over them. But Shiftry, on the other hand, the Leaf Tengu Grass Dark type, apart from dying to bugs very easily, it's really solid design, really cool. I wish they'd do like maybe a regional variant of Shiftry, because like the Tengu is one of my favorite mythical creatures, and just wish they do more of that. And now Shroomish and Breloom. Breloom, I have to put in S tier. After, like, Breloom, I will always say, is the best Pokemon hunter. Pokemon catching Pokemon. It gets Spore, 100% sleeping move, and it also gets False Swipe. And yeah, even if the Pokemon like has insomnia, like, so it won't be able to be put to sleep, or Vital Spirit, it can get Stun Spore. So it's one of the best Pokemon to use for catching others Pokemon. So I rarely even get to use one, because in Omega Ruby my hunting Pokemon is Absol. Sword and Shield, Breloom wasn't in the game. So Scarlet and Violet, I finally shiny hunted a Shroomish when it was in the game, or when I realized it was in the game. And yeah, now Breloom is my shiny hunter. Because of that, Shroomish also grew a lot on me, so I'll put it in B tier as well. The Badu line, I've used the Rose Raid line like a few times. Insurgents made me really love Rose Raid, especially Delta Rose Raid. And the first time I used Rose Raid was in Platinum, where it was a Roselia for like most of the time until like gym 6 or 7, because it was like a 3-way Pokemon like Gen 4 playthrough, Sinnoh playthrough, and we always play at night. So at that time I just knew that Roselia evolved by friendship. Badu evolved to Roselia by friendship, but it just never evolved, and a mistake. It was a Badu most of the time, not a Roselia. I had Roselia for like 5 seconds because I shiny stone instantly when I realized that it evolves during the day. So yeah, overall a really solid design. I place it over Tangrowth. I place Badu probably below Lotad, and Boltzray can go up here in the A tier as well. Cacnea and Cacturne, I don't really have too much of an opinion on them. They're really cool cactus Pokemon, I guess. Cacnea in the anime, James Cacnea, was also pretty entertaining. So I'd probably put it in the C tier as well. Cacturne, they could also do a lot more with Cacturne. I prefer Cacturne over like Victory Bell. Now the Lileep line, I still have no idea. I need to watch Luxin and Nognin video explaining these, because I know like Armando is like Alarmacardus, but I still don't understand these plants and the whole gimmick and tentacles thing. But yeah, I like the idea of prehistoric plants and just having fossil Pokemon that aren't just dinosaurs, and proper plants as well. So these guys also pretty cool. Definitely above Skiploom. Tropius, apart from its stats and moveset, it's overall a really cool Pokemon. Amazing design, like probably 10 out of 10 design in my opinion. One of my favorite Pokemon designs of all time, because I really love dinosaurs and green. It doesn't need a pre-evolution, but I feel like a pre-evolution would be really cute. And it needs like a mega or something to, like, I did also mention in a previous video that Tropius deserves an evolution as well, because its stats aren't the best, and I still think it does. So it could go up in the A tier. I've never used one before, but I wish to use one in the future. The Turtwig line is really solid design. I really like it, especially the anime. Ash's Turtwig, Turado, the Torterra is also really cool. Also the Torterra in the Detective Pikachu movie was probably, seeing the giant Torterras was probably my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Overall really solid design. Yeah, I do want to use one eventually in another Sinnoh playthrough, but I just don't really have the time to play it. I like Turtwig over Chikorita, but Grotto I like less than Chikorita and Turtwig. Torterra though can go up here with the rest of the grass starters. Like all the grass starters, in my opinion, they're all really well done. Like up until Chespin line, like all the grass starters are really cool. Wormadam, I'm not the biggest fan, honestly. Cherubi and Cherim, they're alright. They're really cute. I really like their design. I just wish they were better in battle. I know Cherub is really good with Fen Guard, and like I've seen Wolfie use Cherub a lot before in like Sun teams with Groudon and stuff. And it makes me want to try it one time, but because Groudon's not in the game anymore, me wanting, and I don't think Cherub's even in Scarlet and Violet, yeah, less likely for me to try it. So I'd probably put Cherubi probably up here above. I'd probably say below Rosaria, above 10 growth. This Cherub I'm not really too big of a fan of. I'd probably put it below Skip Bloom. And this Cherub, I'd say it's above. I'd say above Shiftry. Carnivine. The only reason why I really love Carnivine is because one of my friends hate Carnivine. They used to be very scared of Carnivine for some reason. It looks very creepy or ugly to them, which is why I keep on trolling them with Carnivine. And because of that, Carnivine is, yeah. Where did it go? I wouldn't say it's in the B tier, but I'd probably say top of C tier. Is this shiny? But Snover and a Bulbasaur. If I never really like did that playthrough with like, Snowball in Pokemon Shield, I probably wouldn't have used Bulbasaur. And yeah, that time was very fun. I know Bulbasaur is probably getting used more now because hail, snow is really good with Snow Warning. With ice types like Baxcalibur. So I might give it a try in competitive. But yeah, overall, alright design. Mega Bulbasaur is also missing. I think just did they forget every Mega apart from Sceptile? They probably whoever made this probably did forget, but that's fine. Mega Bulbasaur just design is just a bit cooler, but I've never used one, so I wouldn't really know if like it's good in battle. So Bulbasaur as a whole, I'd say it's above Shiftry, but below Cherub. Snover, it's alright. I'll probably put it like below Cacnea, like about there. Leafeon, also another really cool evolution. One of my probably in my top 3 favorite evolutions. Overall, really cool design. Very sleek, and I want to use one because I know it's pretty good in some teams as well. Chlorophyll, Swords Dance. It's also pretty bulky, which you would expect for a grass type. But overall, yeah, still really cool Pokemon. Rotom is probably my favorite Rotom form. And probably mostly because of green. But also another Pokemon I want to use. Grass Electric is a typing that only Rotom has, I'm pretty sure. Let me just recheck to make sure. Yep, only Rotom has Grass Electric typing, which is a cool typing in my opinion. Two of some of my favorite typing. And where should I put it actually? It's definitely gonna be in the B tier, probably above Grotto as well. Oh, I forgot Electrode. Hisuian Electrode is also Grass Electric. Now I totally forgot about that. I apologize for that. And now, Shaman and Shaman Sky form. I'm one of the few Pokemon that prefer Shaman's Hedgehog form over the Sky form. I just think it's a lot cuter. I really want a shiny version of it as well. I've been trying to shiny hunt it in Brilliant Diamond, but I haven't shiny hunted it in months. But I really want to get back into doing that because it is one of my favorites. Mythicals and shiny Mythicals as well. So I'll probably put Shaman here and Shaman Sky here. The Snivy line is the one I've also picked for. Is the starter I picked for Unova as my favorite starter of the region. I'm not too big of a fan of the Samurott line or the Emboar line, So Snivy was a clear choice for me. And overall, it's really good. I just wished it got a better moveset. Maybe like a dragon typing would also help a superior. But I know superior is also really good with contrary, but it's not really that good in like VGC. I know it's good in singles, but I never tried using it in VGC. And I'm also hoping for a Gen 5 remake, or I guess Unova remake, so like Black and White 3, or maybe Legends Dragon, possibly in the future. But yeah, overall, Snivy I'd probably put Snivy here, but above the other grass starters. Servine above Shaman. No, I'll put Servine below Shaman. And Superior, I'll probably put above Rose Raid. Yeah, above Rose Raid. Actually, no, I'll put it above. Put it above Ivy's. Yeah, above Rose Raid. Pansage and Simisage. These two are amazing. The other two, Simis and Panseer, Panpour, Simiseer, Simipour, they are awful. Pansage and Simisage though, they are some of the best Pokemon of all time. I will put them up here in the S tier, and no one can fight me for it because that's what I believe in. Simisage definitely grew a lot on me over the years, and the hate that it gets completely fuels me to like it even more. I'm always like a believer that if Pansage and Simisage were standalone Pokemon, and Simipour, Panpour, Simiseer, Panseer never existed, Simisage and Pansage would have never gotten the hate it would get. It might not have been popular, but it wouldn't be like hated as much, because I've heard a lot of people talk badly about Panseer, Simiseer, Panpour, and Simipour, and the Monkey Trio as a whole, not just individually Pansage and Simisage. So because of that, yeah. The Sawato line, they're alright. I forgot where I put the Sawato line in my bug type video, but yeah, I'll probably put you in here. Probably below Oddish. You also below Oddish. Leavanny really solid overall, but I probably like around here. I'll probably move you up as well. Yeah, move you up one over Grotto. Whimsicott, aside from all the annoyance it has given me in competitive, it's overall really cool Pokemon. I like the sheep aspect of it, and it's a really good support Pokemon in VGC that I really don't want to use because of my experience fighting against it. Yeah, overall really cool Pokemon. I like the added fairy type as well. Just don't let it get poisoned. It's definitely in the B tier. I'll put it above Leavanny. Cottony, it's go in here. Same with Petlo. Petlo, I'm not the biggest fan of. Lilligant, I'm not the biggest fan of, like regular Lilligant. It's alright. I know Petal Dance is really strong, and I can't remember any other good moves it gets. But it's okay as a Pokemon. Definitely in the C tier. I'd like it more than Victory Bell, but maybe not as much as Cacturne. It just being pure grass type was kind of like meh. It needed to be like, to be a pure grass type, it needs to have like cool design feature, cool anime appearances, good moveset, so to be good, and really good design to be good. Lilligant was just meh, but the added on fighting type was really good for Hisuian Lilligant. The only thing I dislike about Hisuian Lilligant is that it was a grass fighting type in the same region where one of the starters and the starter I picked was also grass fighting. So aside from that, it's still a really good Pokemon. I like its like overall gimmick and design. It was also really useful when I used it. Overall, yeah, I'll put it above Electrode, and Voltom. Maractus, wouldn't really put Maractus anywhere above C tier, up until Pokemon Shield expansion pass Crown Tundra, where I used it so much in the Suicune Dynamax raids, Dynamax Avengers, because Suicune uses mostly water type moves, extreme speed and extra sensory. So Maractus' Storm Drain in the Dynamax Avengers just completely drains up all the water type moves, and just I really like it so much because of that. I used it so much. Every time I see Maractus on the options, I always go for Maractus, and because of that, I really like Maractus a lot more now. So definitely above the C tier. Now the entire Deerling line. Pink Deerling, Spring Deerling is my favorite of the four. It'll probably go in this order actually. In this order, the Sawsbucks probably go in like this order. Yeah, around this order. Like maybe if this was like a full-on Sakura tree, Sawsbucks, that would be a lot cooler. But yeah, this Deerling, I could say it's probably up here. Probably say it's up above Grotto. The rest of the Deerlings, I would probably say they're up here because they are really cute. Deers are one of my favorite animals, and just combination of pink in the deer design, in the Deerling design, just I don't know why, but it's so aesthetically pleasing to me. As well as the green one as well. The other two are also alright, but feels a bit too natural, I guess. Sawsbucks line I like less than Deerling, but they're all still really good, really solid. Now Fungus and Amoonguss. These two are really sussy, so I'll probably put Fungus. I like this gimmick, so I guess I'll stick it up here in the C tier. Amoonguss, really useful competitively and non-competitively. It's really tanky, regenerator is really good typing, Spore is also really good on it, Rage Powder. And in my first ever like a proper competitive team that I built to competitively battle with ever since I got a Switch that is not on Pokemon Showdown, I've used a lot of I picked Brute Bonnet for the first team over Amoonguss, which I'm kind of regretting because I barely even used Brute Bonnet when I played that team. But when I played Showdown back in Gen 8 VGC, I used Amoonguss quite a lot there, and it was really fun to use. So because of that, it can go up here in the B tier as well, probably above. Let's say above Jump Bluff. I'll probably move Ludicolo down actually, and you down as well, and maybe you down as well. Shift 2 can stay up there. Next, Feral Seed, Feral Thorn. I don't think good in singles, but I've never seen them in doubles. Overall, really cool design. I like the typing as well. Just don't set it on fire. Feral Seed can probably top of D tier. Feral Thorn. I'd also say above Shroom. I'd say above Amoonguss actually. Above Maractus as well. Just overall really cool design. Maki Helmet, Iron Barbs is such a good combination. Virizion, have a shiny version of this. One of my favorite shinies. Probably my favorite out of the Swords of Justice. My favorite shiny out of Swords of Justice as well. Really good Pokemon. Probably stick it up here in. I'll put it above Shaman Sky actually. I wouldn't say it's in A tier, but I'll put it above Shaman Sky. I just want to say the Grass type legendaries are all really solid, all really good. The Shaman, Celebi, Virizion, they're all really cool. And yeah, including Zarude and Calyrex as well. Next up, the Chespin line. Aside from Chespin, the other two aren't really the best. Chestnut's okay. I am trying to use one in Pokemon X, new Pokemon X playthrough that I have not played in years. But I started one years ago and picked Chespin instead of Froakie. And yeah, Chespin, I'd say it's alright. I'd probably put it above Voltorb. It's at least really cute, and Inuyame was okay. Quilladin, not really the best. It's kind of, yeah. I'll probably put it like here, above Tangrowth, because at least it looks a bit funny. Chestnut, I'll put it below Chespin. Go-Goat line, Go-Goat is really cool. I wish we could use Go-Goat as like a mount for a lot longer than initially. And yeah, like I said before, to be a good pure grass type, it needs to have a cool design, at least pretty decent in battle, and Go-Goat fits the criteria as a good pure grass type, which I would definitely put in. I'll probably put above Credilli. Skidoo, I'll put, because Skidoo is one of the more early stage grass types that I actually genuinely like. Phantom and Trevenant, I've never used one before, but yeah, the grass ghost types, so I've not used them because back then I had no friends to trade with, and even so now, if I still want to use one, none of my friends play Pokemon X or Y. Well, Pokemon X in my case, or actually no, Pokemon Y works too. So yeah, that's probably the only time I'd ever use them. So maybe if Pokemon Z ever comes out on the Switch, or X and Y 2, I don't know. What could they do for a Pokemon X and Y remake? Well, whenever that happens, I might try to use one. Most likely Trevenant. But yeah, this will be the order I put them in. But I like them pretty much the same amount. At least Trevenant looks a bit cooler. So I'll put the Trevenant, and they're definitely above average. So they can go up here in the B tier. Phantom and Pumpkaboo. Unlike a lot of the other like plant early stage Pokemon, they have like a lot more personality to them. So I'll put them above. I'll put them above Lombre and Nuzleaf. Now the Rowlet line, I'm not a big fan of the original Rowlet line. The only really one I like here is Hisuian Decidueye, because I've used it a lot and bonded with it a lot. Also really like unique color scheme and typing compared to most other grass types, and I definitely would stick it up here in the S tier if I enjoyed Legends Arceus, but I really didn't, so you can go down here in the A tier. Probably put it above Bayleaf actually. It was really fun to use. Grass fighting is a cool typing to use, and I just wish I used it in a game where I actually enjoyed the game. Now Rowlet, not the best. I'd say it's like less than Chespin, less than Chestnut, less than Voltorb as well. Decidueye, even Pokemon Unite made me hate Decidueye because I'm just like Absol running around, and then out of nowhere Decidueye ults and then shoots me from so far away. Just yeah. I'll put below Vileplume. Dartrix, I really don't like Dartrix. Fomantis and Lurantis. Initially I was gonna use them because I'm pretty sure they were revealed before the Sun and Moon came out. So if I ever get a Sun and Moon game, or like a loaded game, I was gonna plan to use them. But then I saw Zarina and I decided against it, using Lurantis, and use Zarina instead. So Ultra Moon, I would use Lurantis. When I got Ultra Moon on 3DS, I'd pick Zarina line over Lurantis, but Lurantis is still a pretty cool Pokemon. It's really useful in Suicune raids, Suicune Dynamax adventures as well. Just leave Storm away with Contrary, it makes it really strong. So Fomantis, definitely go up here above Lileep. Lurantis in the high B tier. I should probably I'll move you up. Yeah, I'll move you up. Lurantis in the high B tier, probably above Lilligant, Hisui, Morlul, and Shiinotic. I don't really have too much an opinion on them. Their design's alright. So I'll probably place them. I like them more than Chespin. I like Shiinotic more in Chespin. Morlul, I'm not. Probably put Morlul up here, over here in the D tier. Bounce Sweet, Steedy, and Zarina. Bounce Sweet is adorable. Steedy is really cool and very cute, and Zarina is amazing. Zarina is one of my mains in Unite as well, so it was really fun to use. It was very powerful when I used it in Ultra Moon, and it just overall Zarina is really cool. One of my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite grass types of all time. I'm even considering putting in S tier, which I will. Steedy, I would put in the B tier, probably above. I put above Amoonguss. Bounce Sweet, probably put in the C tier, above Carnivine. And Delmise, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. It was just rare to catch, and it has a solid design, I guess. Just maybe it could have. They could have done more with it. The concept is there. The concept is cool, but execution is just meh. So I'll probably also put it in the C tier. Tapu Bulu, probably my third favorite Tapu. Tapu Koko probably first, then Tapu Fini. Tapu Bulu is okay, but yeah, I probably don't have too much of an opinion on it. I just know it's really strong. Grassy Surge is not really the best Surge, in my opinion. It's alright, but do I like more of these guys? Yep. Probably put it above a Bulma Snow. Kartana, really cool legendary. It's Ultra Beast, really cool Ultra Beast. Like being so tiny but being so strong as well and fast. And like it's like the definition of glass cannon, or in this case, paper. Yeah, I'll put it up here. Probably I'll put it below Deerling, Pink Deerling. Grookey line, some of my favorites. Grookey, as soon as the trailer came out for Gen 8 starters, I fell in love with Grookey straight away. Grookey will go up here in the S tier. Wait, 1 second. Okay, so that was me getting told that I'm about to go outside to eat, so I'm gonna wrap up this really quickly. Good thing we have only a few Pokemon left. Really boom, really fun to use. I use in my Pokemon Shield playthrough. Yeah, really fun to use. Especially with like the DLC and Grassy Glide and the Grassy Surge. Overall, yeah, I really like these two. Especially Grookey is adorable. Rhythm is really cool. Cool Gorilla. Grass type Thwacky is okay, but I wouldn't put it above. Wouldn't put it above them. But I wouldn't put it in the S tier. I'd probably put it, yeah, bottom of A tier seems right. Gigantamax Rillaboom, it's okay. I'll be honest, not really the best. But I'd probably put it up, yeah, above the Wacky at least. Gossifleur, Eldegoss, not too big of a fan of it. Excuse me. And yeah. Gossifleur definitely in the D tier. Put it below Cottony. Eldegoss, probably. I'll put it below the Decidueye. The Applin line. At first, I really liked Flapple. I wasn't too big on Appleton, but then Appleton started grew on me a lot more. But yeah, overall, Applin, I really like the concept of being like a worm in an apple, instead of just actual worm in an apple, which is really cool. Like a worm as in WOIRM instead of just WORM, which makes it really interesting. but I don't think it will be enough for it to be in the C tier. I'll put it above. Put above Gossifleur, Flapple, and Appleton. Probably put around here. I still definitely like Flapple more than Appleton, but Appleton also really grew on me. And then their Gigantamax form, not in D tier. The Gigantamax form is more funny than cool, which is why I'll put it above. I'll put it below the regular form. The Gigantamax form, design wise, is a downgrade. I'm unsure about the Gigantamax move. So yeah. Zarude. I haven't seen the Coco movie for Zarude, but yeah, design wise, really cool. Good type, just don't touch bugs, and yeah, overall interesting Pokemon that I want to try using one day. So probably we have to use a big fun of Data Zarude, but not make fun, just like joke around about Data Zarude. That's all we can say about Zarude. Probably put it above Leavanny, below Whimsicott. No, actually above Grotto. Put Whimsicott above. Yeah, I'll put this order seems right. Calyrex, I don't know how people dislike Calyrex. Personally, I think Calyrex is fine. Really good. Like take on the Jackalope Pokemon. Overall, like the story was really good. With it and the horses. But definitely, yeah, I prefer the horses over Calyrex. So the main one of the trio really got the least amount of love, but it makes sense because the horses are a lot cooler. But Calyrex is still really cool. I'll put it below Go-Goat. I like Go-Goat more. I like all these more than Calyrex, but I like Calyrex more than all of these. Now the Sprigatito line. I know a lot of people love. I forgot his name. I forgot this guy's name already. Sprigatito Meowscarada. What's his name? You can tell I'm not too big of a fan of the middle one. But Sprigatito, as soon as I saw Sprigatito appear on that TV in that one trailer, yeah, instantly Sprigatito I'm picking. My favorite out of... Actually, it was between Sprigatito and Fuecoco, but Sprigatito definitely grew on me a lot more, especially after I picked it. My female Kaneko Sprigatito, which I used the whole time. I used a team of 12, but Sprigatito or Kaneko to Sprigatito, and eventually Kaneko the Meowscarada just never left the team. And it's so good as well. It's fast. Once again, don't let it touch bugs, and its signature move is also really strong. So yeah, definitely up here in the S tier. I also used it a few times in showdown teams for competitive battling VGC, and yeah, so strong. Use multiple different strats. Use protein strats with Choice Band or Choice Scarf, and then Focus Sash, Overgrow strats, also really good. Its name is skipping me. Hold on, what's this guy's name? My god, I forgot his name. But it's... I'll probably put it in the B tier, in the high B tiers. Put it above Servine. Smoliv is adorable. Dolliv, I'm not too big a fan of. Probably put Dolliv in here for now, because I haven't really... Like, Gen 9 is still relatively new, and these Pokemon I still haven't really bonded with any of them. Like, the only ones I really care about right is just Brute Bonnet and the Sprigatito line. Arboliva. Probably put high B tier, high C tier. Probably, like, yeah, below Skidoo, or below Bounceweight. Really cool, like, gimmick. Smoliv, just for being adorable, I can go in C tier. Bramblin, Bramblegast. Tumbleweed Pokemon, there's not really much you can do with Tumbleweed Pokemon. So once again, probably put Bramblin above Morlul. Bramblegas. I like Bramblegas more than Rowlet, but I like it more than Voltorb. I'll put below Chestnut. Grass Ghost is a really cool typing that I don't think we have much of. I know we have the Bramblin and then the 2 trade evolutions, but other than that, I don't think we have much Grass Ghost, which is a really cool typing to me. And yeah, really cool take on a, like, they did the best they could to make a Tumbleweed Pokemon look cool, I guess. Next, Toadscruel. Toadscruel, I'm not too big of a fan of, I'll be honest. My bottom of C tier for me. Toadscruel, the only thing is the way it runs is funny, but that's about it. Other than that, I'm not the biggest fan of them, like at all. Capsicid is really ugly. I'm not a big fan of it, and it looks really annoying as well. I really like the first Grass Fire type turned out to be really disappointing to me. The Pepper Pokemon made the most sense. Yeah, 100%, but they just made it really ugly. Like, maybe if the bottom Pepper, like the bottom seed, just is not there, I think it would make this Pokemon a lot cooler. But because of that, I can't make it anywhere above C. Brute Bonnet, finally, lastly, Brute Bonnet is, after using it in competitive in my first team I built, I shiny hunted Brute Bonnet. Well, shiny hunted every team member over that competitive team and paired it up. And I added it onto the team because I needed a grass support and like a distractor. I forgot what it's called, a disruptor, to like rage powder and spore away. It's really cool, really useful as well. Because of like me using it and it being on that team just made me really like it a lot more. And probably one of my favorite paradox because because of just me using it, which just goes to show using it. I'll put it here. Using a Pokemon would definitely increase your likelihood of liking it a lot more, increasing your bond with it. And there we have it. This is the Grass type tier list. I know I try to go as relatively quick as I can. Some of the top picks are obvious, and yeah, if you guys agree or disagree about this, tell me in the comment section below. What would you change in your opinion? Not really what would you change, because this is all in my opinion. Disclaimer, this is all in my opinion, alright, based on my opinions and my personal experience using them. So read the description if you are unsure of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, sorry this video was a bit rushed, especially with the commentary, because like I said, my nose is blocked. But I'm still just trying to get this video out for the sake of getting a video out today. I'm trying not to miss this week, and yeah, hopefully next week I want to try doing something new. I've been planning to do something new, but which required a lot of commentary and editing, but I just didn't feel like doing it. Well, also because I'm running into motivation, but because I'm sick as well. But yeah, tell the comments, tell me your favorite grass type, tell me your least favorite, what typing should I do next for a tier list, and other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.